Back when the days felt endless and the nights never came too soon. We rode our bikes past sunset beneath the rising summer moon. The old radio kept playing from somebody's front porch down the street, and every little thing felt bigger, every dream felt just within reach. We thought we'd always have tomorrow. We thought the world would stay the same. It was the summer we didn't know was golden, the days we thought would never end, running wild through open evenings with our hearts and all our friends. We didn't know we'd spend the rest of our lives looking back and smiling when we remember the summer we didn't know was golden. Those were the days we thought would stay. Friday lights across the football field, bonfires by the lake at night, cheap soda, old guitars, fireflies dancing in the twilight. Nobody cared about the future, nobody worried where we'd go. Funny how the things we took for granted became the things we missed the most. We thought we'd always have tomorrow. We thought the road would never bend. It was the summer we didn't know was golden, the days we thought would never end, running wild through open evenings with our hearts and all our friends. We didn't know we'd spend the rest of our lives looking back and smiling when we remember the summer we didn't know was golden. Maybe that's a secret of the best years of your life. You don't recognize them until they're already part of your story. It was a summer we didn't know was golden, the day still shining in our minds. The laughter echoes down the years like a song that never dies. And if I could go back anywhere, it wouldn't be for something new. I'd just spend one more evening in that summer with all of you. Still glowing after all this time. The summer we didn't know was golden. Whoa. The sun was dropping behind the water tower as the whole town started coming alive. Old pickup trucks rolled into the parking lot, radio turned up high. Someone brought a worn-out guitar, someone brought a cooler full of dreams. Back then it felt like Friday nights were bigger than anything we'd seen. Nobody talked about tomorrow, nobody cared about the time. We had the whole world waiting somewhere beyond those county lines. Friday night lights shining across the summer sky. Friday night lights making ordinary moments feel alive. We were laughing like forever was already ours to keep on. but nobody stayed inside for long. We'd end up by the lake shore, singing every word to every song. Fireflies danced above the water like little sparks against the dark, and every face around that circle still lives somewhere inside my heart. Nobody knew those moments would someday mean so much. Friday night lights shining across the summer sky. Friday night lights making ordinary moments feel alive. We were laughing like forever was already ours to keep under those Friday night lights. Life was everything we dreamed. Hey, hey, hey. Funny how the best memories never announced themselves. They're just another Friday until years later you realize they were magic. Friday night lights still shining somewhere in my mind. Friday night lights frozen in another time. And if I could go back anywhere for just one summer night, I'd find my friends and meet them there under those Friday night lights. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! The night was young, and so were we. Back when the county line felt distant and the next town felt a million miles away, we'd ride our bikes through empty afternoons like explorers finding our own way. A paper map could hold 1,000 futures. A dirt road could lead anywhere. Every horizon seemed to promise something waiting out there. The older I get, the more I understand. It wasn't the places, it was how we saw them. The world felt bigger then, the sky felt wider somehow. Every road was an adventure, every dream felt closer now. We didn't have much figured out, but we didn't need to know. The world felt bigger then, and somehow so did we. Anything felt possible. Every road was calling us. The baseball field beyond the schoolyard felt as big as any stadium. The lake outside our little hometown might as well have been the ocean. We thought we'd leave and see everything, and maybe some of us still will. But nothing matches how the world looked through those young and fearless eyes. Back then, tomorrow was always full of wonder. The world felt bigger then, somehow. Every road was an adventure, every dream felt closer now. We didn't have much figured out, but we didn't need to know. The world felt bigger then, and somehow so did we. Maybe growing older The world felt bigger then, still shining somewhere in my mind. The roads are shorter now, but the memories go on for miles. And if I could borrow one feeling from those younger days again, I'd choose that endless sense of wonder when the world felt bigger then. Hey, hey, hey. The horizon never ended. Hey, hey, hey. The world felt bigger then. The sun was hanging low above the water. Everybody met down by the dock. Someone brought a cooler, someone brought a speaker, someone brought an old guitar. A canoe drifting near the shoreline, kids skipping stones across the lake. Nobody checked the time, nobody had somewhere else to be. The whole world felt far away, and that was exactly what we needed. We were lakeside kids, living like the summer wouldn't end. Lakeside kids, laughing with our family and friends. Watching daylight slowly fade. We were lakeside kids, and life was pretty great. Hey, fireflies came out tonight. Hey, everything felt right. The campfire started glowing as the stars appeared above. Someone played the same 3 chords, and somehow everybody sang along. The water held the last reflections of another perfect afternoon. Back then happiness was simple, and maybe it still is. Some memories stay forever because they never asked for attention. We were lakeside kids, living like the summer wouldn't end. Lakeside kids, laughing with our family and friends. Barefoot on the wooden dock, watching daylight slowly fade. We were lakeside kids, and life was pretty great. Years from now, we'll remember the feeling, not the details, just the feeling. We were lakeside kids, holding on to every golden hour. Lakeside kids, never knowing how lucky we were. The lake is probably still there, the dock is probably still the same, and somewhere inside us, those kids remain. The water still shines in another part of time. The bike was laying in the front yard, the screen door swinging in the breeze. A baseball glove sat on the porch steps, exactly where we left it last week. The radio played somewhere nearby, from a neighbor cutting grass. And for once nobody was asking what we were gonna do next. The day just unfolded, one easy hour at a time. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. The whole afternoon belonged to you and me. No plans to follow, no reason to leave. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Hey, hey, hey. The sun was taking its time. Hey, hey, hey. And so were we. We wandered down to the park just because we could. Threw a football in the open field, stayed out longer than we should. The ice cream truck came rolling by, like it always seemed to do. Funny how happiness back then didn't cost much to hold on to. Back then freedom looked a lot like an empty calendar. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. The whole afternoon belonged to you and me. No plans to follow, no reason to leave. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Maybe that's why we remember those ordinary days so clearly, because life moves slow enough for us to actually live it. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. The sky stretched out like an endless sea. The years went by, but part of me still believes the best days sometimes start with nothing to do, nowhere to be. Hey, hey, hey. A slow summer afternoon. Hey, hey, hey. Still living somewhere inside me. The bikes got smaller every year, or maybe we just got taller somehow. The baseball field still sits there, beyond the edge of town. The same old road leads to the lake, the same sunset paints the sky. Funny how some things stay the same while the years quietly pass by. Back then we never counted summers. We thought there'd always be another one. We thought we had forever. We thought the days would never end. Another Friday night, another summer with our friends. We weren't trying to make memories, we were just living them. We thought we had forever, and maybe that's what made them beautiful. Hey, hey. porch lights came on a little earlier each year than the one before. Dreams carried us in different directions like waves leaving the shore. But every now and then I hear a song or catch that summer air again, and suddenly I'm right back there with all those kids I knew back then. Maybe the secret of youth is not knowing it won't last forever. We thought we had forever. We thought the days would never end. Another Friday night, another summer with our friends. We weren't trying to make memories, we were just living them. We thought we had forever, and maybe that's what made them beautiful. I wouldn't change a thing, not even knowing how it ends, because the best years of your life aren't perfect, they're simply yours. We thought we had forever, and somehow part of us still does. In every road, every lake, every song we've carried home. The years keep moving forward, but those days still shine within. We thought we had forever, and in some ways we still do. Still shining through. The radio still knows those songs, the ones we used to sing out loud. Windows down on county roads, feeling taller than the clouds. The lake still catches evening light, the stars still find their place above. And every now and then I realize how lucky we really were. Back then we thought life was just beginning. Maybe we were right. These were the best years of our lives, summers we can still feel now, the nights that seem to last forever, the dreams we talked about out loud. And even though the years keep moving like headlights fading through the dark, the best years of our lives still live inside our heart. Hey, hey, hey. Still shining in the distance, hey, hey, hey. Still brighter than we knew. Football field beneath the lights, a dock beside the lake at dusk, a porch swing moving in the breeze, a town that somehow moved with us. The moments never looked important, at least not while they were there. Funny how the smallest memories become the ones we carry everywhere. Maybe the good old days were never really gone. These were the best years of our lives, the summers we can still feel now, the nights that seem to last forever, the dreams we talked about out loud. And even though the years keep moving like headlights fading through the dark, the best years of our lives still live inside our hearts. If I could tell those younger kids one thing, I'd tell them not to rush. One day they'll understand how beautiful ordinary days can be. These were the best years of our lives, and somehow they still are. In every road we travel, and every wish upon a star, because growing older doesn't mean we leave those days behind. The best years of our lives come with us through time.